You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
You are watching the leaders in full immersion gaming, and this is the pregame show only on the NBL Network.
What is going on, everyone? Playoff action begins tonight here on the NBL Network. We've got every game of the NBL playoffs broadcast right here at twitch.tv/NBL Network and over on YouTube at youtube.com/Madden League. Welcome to the NBL Live pregame show, brought to you each and every week by our graphic sponsor, web3ks.com. They do a ton of graphics for the entire NBL network, for our original programming and for our NBL Live broadcast. If you or anyone you know needs graphic done for affordable price, head over to web3ks.com. They are the leaders in affordable graphic design. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, folks. The playoffs get underway. We've got wild card action here on NBL Live. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New England Patriots. Patriots champions of the AFC East. Jaguars coming in as the wild card team. We appreciate all of you tuning in. I'm OSU. I'm hanging out with my man Sonny Weaver. Sonny, these two teams, well, if you were to take the last couple games we've seen them on NBL Live, it hasn't been pretty. We know that both these offenses are very methodical. It's a lot of underneath throws, a lot of running the ball, not a whole lot of excitement. Do you think one of these teams is going to have to break out the big play at some point? You got to think to win this game.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to be willing to take a shot. I think that's going to come from Brandon Cooks and the Patriots, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I don't think these Jaguars got what it's going to take to win this game.
And a reminder, folks, we're going to keep reminding you every game of the NBL playoffs is going to be broadcast here on NBL Live, twitch.tv/NBL Network, and on YouTube, youtube.com/Madden League. Every single game. The schedule just released. We've got no game tomorrow night. We will have a game Sunday night. I believe that's a 7 o'clock start. And then, or actually, I think that one's a 9 o'clock start, because Monday night we have 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, a doubleheader of the final two wildcard games. So all four wildcard games, and as every game as we get going, we're going to get it on the network. So hit that subscribe button so you know each and every time we go live. We don't want you to miss any of the action. It's going to be great. If you want the full schedule, we're going to keep posting it on our Twitter at Bomber League. We'll also update the Twitch bio down below. You'll see that playoff schedule. Sonny, I mean, we've never done this before, having every single playoff game on the NBL network. It should be exciting because we've had a lot of games over the years as we've broadcast every round that some of the games that weren't on the NBL network ended up being some barn burners.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of these games, I think, be more competitive than what people expect. Historically, we don't get to see all of them, but now this year we are. So I'm excited, especially some of these games on the latter half of the weekend. I think there's going to be some really good ones.
Did you say I stink in the chat? That's uncalled for. I'm right here.
I was looking at you. I was trying to talk to an isolated. It's the weirdest thing how that works.
Oh, solo broadcast about to get going here on the NBL Network. Getting trash talk in the chat from my co-host who's in my ear. I don't really know what's happening. Anyways, let's take a look at some of those players to watch for today's wildcard matchup, Jaguars and Patriots. On the side of the New England Patriots, Stephon Gilmore, he's having a nice season. He's got 52 tackles, 5 interceptions, 5 passes deflected. Gilmore's a big part of this defense, not only because he's an emotional leader, Sonny, but because he's probably going to be matched up on Allen Robinson a lot of the day today. And as we've seen from the Jaguars, Allen Robinson has been one of their major targets throughout the season. So it's going to be up to Gilmore to really quelch that Jacksonville Jaguars passing attack.
Stephon Gilmore, he's going to have to follow Robinson around, but we talked about it earlier in this game, in this broadcast. If the Jacksonville Jaguars aren't willing to throw the ball deep, you could put anybody on Allen Robinson. If they're not going to push it downfield, what's the point of having Allen Robinson? We're going to find out real quickly in this game, but Stephon Gilmore's not a bad guy to have trailing him if they do decide to take that shot down the field.
On the flip side, it's the guy who was absent throughout that entire game, Sonny, that your Tennessee Titans were able to win on NBL Live in Week 17. Leonard Fournette sat on the bench, watched his team really come out very lackadaisically and not put up a whole lot of a fight against your Tennessee Titans. But Fournette's going to be a big part of the game plan. He's having a nice season, 1,200 yards, almost 1,300 yards, averaging 6.1 per carry and 11 touchdowns. That 203 yards after contact, that's where Fournette can be really good, is once he gets past that first level, once he gets that first part of contact, Sonny, he can do some damage. The question will be, they held him out of the game against your Tennessee Titans to keep him healthy. He's had injury problems in the past. It gives them, though, a tougher matchup down the road as the wild card team, because they may end up matched up if they get past this game with those Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, and with Leonard Fournette, if you let him get going, he's going to be an issue. You got to shut him down early in this game. You got to get up early and don't let him be a factor. If you can get up a score or two, he's going to become a non-factor. So if I'm the Patriots right now, I try to get up big early and take Fournette out of this game. You know, one of the things I'm a little worried about is you sit him in Week 17. Does he have that momentum? Is he a rhythm runner? We're going to find out early in this game. If he doesn't get off to a quick start, that could spell trouble for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, on the flip side, you're sitting there going, maybe Leonard Fournette comes in a little fresher than he would have in a tight division battle in Week 17. I mean, it's going to be a decision that if it ends up working out well for the Jaguars and they go on a deep run, people will be looking at like a brilliant decision. They end up losing because they ended up not getting that first round bye. A lot of people are going to be questioning ownership's decision to sit Fournette. Only one way to find out is to get this wildcard game underway, Sonny. Who do you like in this one? Are the Jacksonville Jaguars a team that I think most people didn't expect to be where they are right now, the record that they are they going to win today? Or those New England Patriots, one of the quiet teams, team that a lot of people don't know what to make of this team, the champions of the AFC East, are they going to pull out a win today and move on to the second round?
I think what we're going to see is the Jaguars are going to get cute. They're going to try to throw the ball downfield, and you're going to see a turnover. I like the secondary still of this New England Patriots team. So I'm going to go ahead and go Patriots over Jaguars. Let's go ahead and go 17-10 in a relatively low-scoring defensive battle. Patriots get the win here.
Yeah, and get your predictions into the chat, folks. We'll read those throughout the first quarter. Seeing a couple come in. Almost everybody going the way of the Patriots. So, Jaguars embracing that underdog role. Even though they have the better record, there's only one way to find out, folks. Let's get this playoff season underway. These teams both have Super Bowl aspirations, and it starts tonight here in the wild card round. Coming up next, it's wild card action on the AFC side. The Jacksonville Jaguars coming out of the AFC South. They're going to be taking on the AFC East champion, New England Patriots. It's playoff action in the NBL, and it's coming up right now here on NBL Live.
My name is Rex Dixon.
Jake Stein.
Clint from EA Sports.
You're watching NBL.
You're watching the NBL Network. And you're watching the MBLN Network.
Empty backfield for Atkins. He's been dropping back to pass here on fourth down. He's looking deep over the middle. He has a man. It's Brandon Cooks who catches it, makes a man miss.
Oh, that's
Woodard is
touchdown.
dropping back. He's got open over the middle. It's
Wow.
Thunder.
That big playmaker
Look
ability
at
as
him
he
go.
finds him again.
Into the end zone. Another touchdown. Teams, only one trophy. The Madden Bomber League playoffs here for season 29 get underway tonight, and what a matchup we have today. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New England Patriots. I'm OSU. I'm hanging out with my man Sonny Weaver. Sonny, these two teams, this is sort of a put up or shut up game for both of these teams because we don't really know what to make of them. Do you see any of these teams, whichever one comes out of this game, making any sort of deep run in the playoffs?
No, not at all. I think both these teams this is the only victory either of these teams will be getting in these playoffs. I think both these teams limping in at this point. The New England Patriots obviously barely making it in. Jacksonville just not sure where they're going to go with this offense. So this is their Super Bowl, folks. Expect fireworks tonight.
Should be a great game we have on tap. Again, folks, hit that subscribe button. We'll be doing some more giveaways throughout the playoffs to our subscribers here on Twitch, twitch.tv/MBL Network. We're also going to give away those 3 MBL gift packs over the next 3 months. The earlier you subscribe, the more entries you have into that drawing. Should be a great drawing. We got a ton of giveaways planned, though, so hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of them. 1st and 10, Jimmy Garoppolo rolling to the outside, and you're already seeing a lot of what this New England offense is that right there. I think they ran this first play, and the last time they were on MBL Live, that some of those play action boots, slide concepts, a lot of crossing routes, and the coverage downfield was great for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, it was a bad read there by Garoppolo. He had the corner route. Marvin Jones Jr. run the corner there. They had the flat route covered, so that left the corner open. They got to see that there.
I formation for Jimmy Garoppolo. He's got White at the top of the eye, 2 wide receivers out there. You're on 2nd and 10. It's a quick 3-step drop. Looks like they're trying to set up some slants. Throws over the middle, and it's picked off. A really bad decision by Jimmy Garoppolo as Jake Ryan just reached his hand up and took that ball away, Sonny. Even if it got past Jake Ryan, the position on the outside by Jalen Ramsey was fantastic. There's no way that ball was getting completed.
Yeah, there was no read there. Jake Ryan was just standing there, almost lost. I don't even know what the coverage was there, but bad play there by Garoppolo.
Now 1st and 10, great field position for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jeremiah Wooden in at quarterback. Leonard Fournette into the game at halfback, and on 1st and 10, they're going to run the ball with Fournette. Big hole by this offensive line. Shakes off 1, shakes off 2. Leonard Fournette took no time getting into the end zone. 29 yards out, touchdown Jaguars. They capitalized on the turnover from Jimmy Garoppolo. It took 1 play, and Leonard Fournette took it to the house, making everybody question why he wasn't in the game in Week 17.
Yeah, great balance there shown by Leonard Fournette. He bounces off a couple tackles, able to recover there and run it in for the touchdown. Big play there on the turnover. And now New England, a team that's not known for their offensive prowess, going to have to figure a way to put some points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, now they're going to be tasked with playing from behind as the kickoff is off. Leonard Fournette, 1 carry, 29 yards to the house, bounced off a couple tacklers. A great run by the big man. And now New England and Jimmy Garoppolo goes back out on the field. Jimmy Garoppolo threw 2 passes there, Sonny. Didn't make the correct read either time.
No, he's 0 for 2 on reading the field.
Let's see what he can do here on 1st and 10. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers out there for Jimmy G. James White in the backfield on 1st and 10. From the 25-yard line, Jags an early 7-0 lead. It's never good. 5:45 to go as the handoff to James White goes nowhere. It's never good. We're 20 seconds into the game, and someone is hurt on the play. Didn't see who that was. We're almost 20 seconds into the game. Jacksonville did not start with the ball, and yet they have a 7-0 lead. Never good on the side of the New England Patriots.
No, if I told you that right now, you'd be saying, oh my God, what happened there? Well, that's a turnover, folks, and that's never good.
Once again, Jimmy Garoppolo in the shotgun. He'll be dropping back to pass here on 2nd and 11. Looking underneath, it is completed to Williams, and a nice tackle made on the outside, but he'll get a good chunk of that back. 9 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2, and folks, that's the New England offense. A lot of crossers underneath, and that cover 3 defense. Not the best defense to defend against those underneath routes.
Not at all, and I'm a little worried about Garoppolo there, dropping a little too deep there for his tackles. That's going to be an issue with Dorman. He needs to make sure he stays in the pocket.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers for Jimmy Garoppolo, 2 over the left side, 1 over the right. He drops back to pass here on 3rd and 2, and he's looking over the middle of the field. That one, looking for Marvin Jones. I don't even know if that was a correct read, but that pass was so far off target that it is an incomplete pass, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 2, and New England's going to be forced to punt it back to Jacksonville. Kyle, the fly killer at Miller in the chat, says, Jag cutting Fournette this offseason. Sources say Seattle likely suitor in NBL. I don't know what sources Kyle is talking to. The Fournette just re-upped his contract, and he's staying in Jacksonville. Kyle, stop asking the homeless guy outside of the Jackson Stadium where Leonard Fournette is going. That's some great reporting by our own Kyle, the flat killer, Matt Miller.
No, the Cleveland Browns joke, I get it. Well, you know, Kyle.
Shout out to Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel. Hey, you know, he did rehab. That's good.
Good for him, getting his life together. 1st and 10. For the Jaguars, a little further to go on this drive. Shotgun formation for Wooden. 2 wide receivers over to the left, 1 over to the right. For Jeremiah Wooden, Fournette to his left. He'll be dropping back here on 1st and 10. He'll look underneath, and that one dangerous throw, tight coverage, but he's able to find Lee underneath for 4 yards on the play. Gonna bring up a 2nd and 6.
That was Jimmy Garoppolo quality read there as the cornerback was running along the inside hip. Luckily, he didn't turn around to find the ball, but not the correct read there as well. And so far tonight, folks, we are seeing some not so top quality quarterback play.
Well, maybe a little bit of nerves here in the playoffs. Wildcard round. Wooden setting up a screen to the left side. There's a lot of traffic, so he throws it back over to the right to one of the other receivers. That's Allen Robinson, and it's a first down, and what a job by Jeremiah Wooden. A lot of young quarterbacks would try to force that screen in the man coverage. Instead, he calmly looks to the other side of the field and finds Allen Robinson for 13 yards on the play and a first down for the Jaguars.
Good job by Wooden there, not throwing into the screen. It was kind of a trap there. He easily could have been picked if he threw that screen. Instead, he looks across the field and finds the open man.
Shotgun formation for Wooden. Bunch formation, 3 to the right, 1 over to the left. Leonard Fournette to the left of Jeremiah Wooden in the shotgun. 1st and 10, Wooden dropping back to pass once again. He throws it right to the user. It's picked off. Roberts with the pick up past the 40. And we saw yet another Ray Charles-like read on that one. It was never open, and Jeremiah Wooden just threw it right to the user lurking in the middle of the field.
I think that's going to be the MO for the night, is just bad quarterback play. Who can play less crappy is going to be who wins this game.
Yeah, the least worst team will win this game. 1st and 10 for the New England Patriots. Ball on the 38-yard line. We're not even 2 minutes into this game. We've already seen 2 interceptions. Handoff to James White over the right side. Gain of 1 on the play. One thing I'm surprised about, Sonny, is the fact that Leonard Fournette took that to it 29 yards to the house. He hasn't touched the ball since then.
Well, of course not. I mean, they also benched him week 17. So Leonard Fournette sitting in the coach's doghouse, I don't know.
2nd and 9 for the Patriots. Ball on the 37-yard line. Drops back to pass on 2nd down. Looking. Looks over the middle of the field. And, hey, how about another pick? Let's go the other way. He's got some room on the right side up to the 40-yard line. That's Jake Ryan once again. His 2nd interception of the day. And no offense to Jake Ryan. I mean, this is not a star middle linebacker. It's just continued bad throws by Jimmy Garoppolo.
Can we point out that 2 minutes and 15 seconds in this game, we've seen 3 turnovers already?
Some stellar football here in the wild card round. 1st and 10, and wisely, they hand the ball off to Leonard Fournette, who's able to get up to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the play, and bring up a 2nd and 4.
It's been an interesting game. We said whoever throws less crappily will win this game, and so far that's been Jacksonville, but there's still plenty of time for them to screw this up.
Yeah, now 2nd and 4. 2 wide receivers over the left side. 2 tight ends on the line for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Looks like they set up a draw play for Leonard Fournette. Good early penetration by Reese, able to get in the backfield and bring down Leonard Fournette for a loss of 2 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6. You got to think of passing down. If I'm Jacksonville, though, I wouldn't count out the run play here on 3rd down.
Well, I think at this point I'm just cool with a punt, because if you pin them inside the 20, I feel pretty good that they're going to throw you a turnover on their side of the field. So punting may be the best play here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2
tight ends, 2 wide receivers for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wooden under center. He's going to drop back to pass here on 3rd and 6. Looking, throwing it right to the user. Lurking once again. The middle linebackers in this game are feasting on these 2 quarterbacks. Roberts' 2nd interception of the game. 4 picks. And we're not even 4 minutes into the game, folks. If you're a fan of defensive play, well, you're going to like this game. If you're a fan of great quarterback play, maybe they should have just gone with the punt on 3rd down.
Hey, you know what? I told you the punt there may have been the right call. These teams both may want to consider just punting right away, getting them on their side of the field so you get good field position.
Ineptitude at its finest here. These 2 teams made the playoffs as Collins right up the middle. He'll get to the 42-yard line. Give him 11 yards on the play. 1st down, New England. They finally decide the ground game might be the way to go.
Shout out to Plum Knee, who is in fact a fan of defense, and
he says this is just bad offense.
Just bad offense. Yeah. So I guess sorry, Plum Knee.
Sorry, that's really apologize. MBL Bakery special turnovers on sale. Shout out to Mr. Chunky in the chat. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation for Jimmy G and the New England Patriots. It's going to be a handoff to White over the left side. A lot of room over there. He'll get to the 35-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play. A long 6. We'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Quarterback play at a premium today, Sonny. Turnovers obviously are key early in this game. But so far, though, I mean, Jacksonville has the edge because they have the points. But I don't think either team's outplaying the other one.
It's just been a matter of where they're getting the turnovers at. New England threw theirs in their own red zone, or excuse me, in their own side of the field. Now, I'm riding James White at this point because you're getting a lot of good runs here with him.
Yeah, now 2nd and 4 for the Patriots, and yep, they're going to hand it off to James White once again, and boy, if James White cuts that bad boy up the middle, he has a first down. Instead, he keeps trying to bounce it outside, and it only ends up in a 1-yard loss, and New England's going to be stuck in a 3rd and 5, looking to not move backwards, or dare I say, turn the ball over here on 3rd down. They break the huddle. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to come out in the shotgun formation. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Alex Collins into the game at halfback. To his right, he's going to drop back to pass here on 3rd and 5, looking for his own team, looks for McIntyre, the big, tall tight end, and he comes down with a catch at the 14-yard line. First down, Patriots. It wasn't a pretty throw, it wasn't a pretty conversion, it wasn't a great read, but it did the job for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, only the 2nd reception of the game for the New England Patriots. Thrown as many completions to the other team so far they have to their own. Hopefully they can get it going here down in the red zone.
New England struggled to get in the end zone against the Los Angeles Chargers in their last game in Week 16 here on NBL Live. Had 3 field goals inside the 20-yard line. Could not find the end zone. Let's see if they have better luck today against the Jaguars. Hand off to James White up the middle. Patient run, waiting for that hole to open up. Gets up to the 12-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I got to question Garoppolo a little bit there. You've got the ability to check the play at the line of scrimmage. The Jacksonville Jaguars slide into the direction the play is going. You need to check that play and go somewhere else there.
JY in the chat saying, kick the field goal here. Take the points before you give them away. 2nd and 8. Shotgun formation. Empty backfield for Garoppolo. He's got 2 on each side, and the tight end McIntyre is on the right side of that formation. He's going to drop back to pass on 2nd and 8. He's looking underneath. It is complete to Williams, who makes the catch to the 7-yard line. Give him a couple on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3, and so far, even with that cover 2 that's pretty good against the underneath throws, they were able to find Williams underneath and cut it down to a 3rd and 3.
And if Garoppolo actually waits a second there, I think that linebacker comes down, leaving that tight end open. It'd be a lob pass there. Maybe he's a little gun shy to do it, but that was the open play there.
3rd and 3 for the Patriots. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Looks like they're going to hand the ball off on 3rd down. And the Jaguars were not even suspecting that one was going to be a pass play. They tackle him in the backfield. Miles Jack with the big play, and New England once again struggles to find the end zone. If you're Jacksonville, you got to feel very comfortable with the Patriots getting inside the 20-yard line, because they're going to get 3 on this play to cut it to 7-3. But again, last 2 games we've seen on NBL Live, Sonny, the end zone has been a little bit of a mystery to the New England offense.
Yeah, and so if I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm happy about that play. New England's not threatening me right now, but if I'm the Jags, I got to make sure I don't turn the ball over. If you're the Patriots, you've got to expect the Jaguars to run the ball here with Leonard Fournette. I'd sell out, try to get to the to the quarterback.
Yeah, because they're going to be coming out in a 3 tight end set. You got to think Leonard Fournette's going to get the ball eventually here. They saved him in Week 17, and we've seen him once today. He went 29 yards to the house, bouncing off of 3 tackles, looked pretty healthy, but so far, it's been the Jeremiah Wooden show, or should I say that show should be canceled. He's thrown 2 interceptions so far. 1st and 10, shotgun formation for Wooden. He's going to hand it off to Leonard Fournette, and see, this is what he does. He's got a 1st down and more, up past the 40-yard line to the 42, 4 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown. Keep feeding the big dog, Jacksonville. The pass game just ain't working.
Well, you know, Leonard Fournette is a little bit susceptible to the big hit. Maybe I'd tell my guys to lay out, get aggressive with that tackle, and try to go for the fumble here.
Yeah, now a 1st and 10. Play action pass. Wooden's going to be throwing it here on 1st and 10. Looks deep over the middle of the field. Wow. That one absolutely should have been intercepted. Was looking for Lee up the seam. Had the safety back there. It just seemed like the safety just couldn't get over and make the play. It's going to bring him a 2nd and 10.
Looked like the safety tried to one-hand that, almost like catching a pop-fly ball.
No. He wanted to be on SportsCenter. That's all. That's all that was.
Okay.
That's it. That was my only contribution to that. 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Jeremiah Wooden and Fournette in the backfield, and they're going to throw it once again with Wooden looking, and down goes Wooden. The defensive line finally gets to him. Ellis with the sack, losing a couple on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 13. Good coverage downfield, was able to contain Jeremiah Wooden, and once again, Leonard Fournette missing after he got that big 1st down, that big gainer early in the drive.
Yeah, he looked right there like he wanted to go ahead and throw that ball across the middle of the field. He saw that middle linebacker lurking, and instead he ate the sack. Probably the better play there, because it was going to be another interception.
Well, now a big conversion opportunity here. Big opportunity for New England to get off the field.
In the slot, watch him there.
Yeah, on the right side, 5 wide receivers. They switching up as they're bringing the man over. This is setting up to be that fake screen or the actual screen. Let's see what they do. It's the pump fake. They go with the fake screen, and it works to perfection. As look at, I believe that's Lee going down the field. Up past the 40-yard line. First down for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Second catch for Marquise Lee as he gets into enemy territory.
And as Mr. Chunky points out in the chat, Leonard Fournette having a great day but cannot beg for carries on the sideline enough.
I formation down for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fournette at the top of that. He's got one tight end on the right side of that formation. It's going to be a handoff to Leonard Fournette. Real bad blocking backside by this Jacksonville Jaguars offensive line. The guy who made the tackle on Fournette, that was Reese. He's down clutching his arm. That's how big Leonard Fournette is, folks. You even go for a tackle and you hurt yourself.
Yeah, right now, get on aggressive. We need to be knocking Leonard Fournette out right here, Patriots.
2nd and 11, 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. Fournette in the backfield. 2 tight ends for Jeremiah Wooden here on 2nd and 11, 4:24 to go here in the second quarter. As he drops back, looks over to the corner route. That absolutely, Stephon Gilmore goes up and makes the play. There were 3 defenders over there as Reese with the upper arm fracture. Yeah, he's not going to come back for the playoffs. A broken arm, that's one of those things you kind of need those arms to play at the linebacker position.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can take a cortisone shot for that one, but yeah, if you're New England, you got to pick that ball off into double coverage. You got to make that play there.
Yeah, it's at 3rd and 11 now for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Another opportunity for New England to get off the field. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Jeremiah Wooden. He's got Fisher into the game at halfback. Drops back to pass. 4-man rush from the New England Patriots. Looking, and down goes Wooden. Didn't see anybody down the field, and he is sacked once again for another 3-yard loss. Jacksonville's going to be forced to punt this one away after they got into enemy territory on that nice 3rd down conversion. They just couldn't do anything. Leonard Fournette just not getting a whole lot of touches.
A little confused there. If you get 3 or 4 yards, you're in field goal range there. I actually consider running that ball. I think you got a 3-man front. You've got a really light box. You could probably easily get those 3 yards with Leonard Fournette. And with the way he's been running, maybe even get the freaking first down.
Pricey in the chat says they're saving him. They're saving Leonard Fournette. They saved him in Week 17. Didn't think that division title was important enough to play their best player. Maybe they're just saving him for the next round. They're just that confident. 1st and 10 for the New England Patriots from the 10-yard line. Long way to go here in the wild card game. 3:55 to go here in the first half. Garoppolo in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. 2 over to the left side. 1 over to the right. Play action pass. He'll be looking down the field. Looks over to the left. Finds Williams, but tight man coverage. Able to rip that one away. Incomplete pass. Gonna bring up a 2nd and 10.
And you had inside shading there by the cornerbacks. You could see them get set on the inside hip of the wide receivers. So that inside breaking route was never open. I liked the fly route to the outside. Boye gave him an inside release, but he was working back outside. I would have let that develop a little bit longer, maybe get that 30, 40-yard shot downfield.
2nd and 10 for the New England Patriots. Ball on the 10-yard line still. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 over to the left. 1 tight end, that is McIntyre. He's a big part of this offense. He's coming in motion from the right to the left. And Garoppolo drops back, play action pass, looking, rolling, trying to find somebody. He's got B wide open. B was just running like it was like a marathon in the Olympics. Nobody around him, but Garoppolo takes 3 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
I would have liked to have seen the little shovel pass there. McIntyre got kind of caught in the lineman, but he was running with him there. I would have liked to see him throw the little shovel underneath there.
Now 3rd and 7 for the New England Patriots. Ball on the 13-yard line, 3:26 and counting. Garoppolo drops back on 3rd and 7. He looks underneath off his back foot, can't complete the pass. Wouldn't have gotten the first down anyway, and this New England offense once again punting the ball away.
These offenses at this point are pretty comical. Neither one willing to throw the ball more than 10 yards down the field, and that's going to cost somebody a game tonight. First one to make a play down the field is probably going to win this one.
All right, well, let me throw out this question to you, Sonny Weaver, because you play in the same division as an isolated owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the decision came down that Leonard Fournette was going to sit in Week 17 to save him for the playoff. Do you actually think, with the way that Jeremiah Wooden has played, with the way this passing offense has played the last couple of weeks, we've seen the numbers. They're not pretty. And with Leonard Fournette really carrying this team, do you really think that there was any hope of this team making it past the first round, any reason to save Leonard Fournette, or should they have just gone for the division title and hung their laurels on that?
Yes. Yes, that.
Yeah, that one, the option B.
Yeah, that I
do the Jaguars actually think they have a chance?
Ownership. talking about Fisher being a suitable backup. He was basically a less injury-prone Leonard Fournette. We obviously can see tonight that is not the case, as Fournette has been the offense so far. That was just an ill-calculated move there by Jacksonville.
Well, let's see if they are going to get bailed out once again by Leonard Fournette, who has been the reason they're up 7-3. He has the only touchdown of the day, 29-yard scamper bouncing off of a couple tacklers. 2:36 and counting. Wooden's going to drop back to pass once again on 2nd and 8. Looks to the flat. It is complete, and he's taken down right around the first down marker at the 41-yard line. They'll give him the first down. Generous spot on the outside. Once again, New England playing these cover. I'm surprised that either of these defenses even touched the cover 3, because we've seen no ability from either of these quarterbacks to force the ball down the field.
It's been pretty awful.
Now at 1st and 10. That's, hey, what more can you say? Shotgun formation for Jeremiah Wooden. Fournette to his right. He's got 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 over to the left side. He's also got the tight end on the right side of that formation. 1st and 10 for Jeremiah Wooden as he drops back to pass on 1st down. Looking. He'll drop it off underneath to Leonard Fournette, who does what Leonard Fournette does. Breaks a tackle, gets a first down. Get that boy the ball. Another cover 3, another opportunity for Jacksonville to get some yardage underneath.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw some advice out here to our good friend Timbo in New England.
You almost said New Orleans there. You almost said New Orleans.
Turn it on, because your offense isn't going to win it, but Leonard Fournette will fumble you the ball.
1st and 10.
You're welcome.
Inside information, handoff to Leonard Fournette over the right side. Ew, that tackle, just all sorts of ugly animation, but he gets up from that play. Only a yard on the play, going to bring up a 2nd and 9. We want to thank everybody once again for tuning in to NBL Live, broadcast number 179. We got wild card action. 12 teams, only 1 title to be taken. Broadcasting every game of the playoffs right here on the network. Hit that follow, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the action. Our next game will be Sunday night here on the network. 2nd and 9, man coming in motion. It's a play action pass. It's the PAFK quick, and it's a man wide open. Allen Robinson running all sorts of open as he does his best Michael Jackson impression and gets taken down at the 20-yard line. First down on the play, the zone blitz. It's the one play you still get that wheel route open on that motioning man, and it was dialed up at the right time for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
If you're New England, you can't run plays where there's not flat coverage, because that's where they're going to throw the ball. You've got to be covering the flats right now.
Flag on the play. It's a handoff to Leonard Fournette right up the middle. He'll get a couple. Let's see what the flag is, though. And it's going to be offsides on Stephon Gilmore. So give him the free 5 yards and set him up with the 1st and 5.
And just miscalculation there as they tried to creep up on the line, try to get a good jam at the line. Instead, they're over the line of scrimmage. And that right there is a big play.
Ball on the 15-yard line, minute 5 and counting here in the first half. Jacksonville up 7-3 and looking to put more points on the board. A lot of shuffling on the inside by the New England defense. A lot of movement there. As on 1st and 5, Wooden is going to hand the ball off to Brenton Fisher into the game. He'll be taken down to the 11-yard line. So you're going to run the ball there, and Leonard Fournette not even on the field. I'm starting to wonder if Leonard Fournette slept with the coach or something.
Interesting.
Hey, he's a great player. He was saved because he's their best player. As Brent Fisher gets stood up at the line. He was saved because he's their best player. He's that valuable to the Jacksonville Jaguars so that he could play in this wild card game. And when he's had the ball in his hands, he's been great. He's just not even on the field anymore.
They're saving him for the next round, maybe? Maybe that's the question now.
Maybe they're saving him for next season.
Healthy.
Yeah, they signed that contract. They want to make sure that he'll be around next season. 3rd and 1, Leonard Fournette is on the field, and they're trying that little cross screen. They throw it out to Fournette. 3 guys out there, and look at Leonard Fournette go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Give the man the ball, Jacksonville. I don't understand how confusing this is. Give him the ball as he single-handedly, with a little help of some bad tackling by the Patriots, gets into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown on the day.
Unisolated, why do you hate Leonard Fournette so much? That's just, I got to know. I got to know, why do you hate this man?
Yeah, I'm legitimately baffled. I've watched many games here on NBL Live. The talents like Leonard Fournette, especially on a team who struggles to move the ball through the air as much as the Jacksonville Jaguars without Daniel Shirley, even with Daniel Shirley, and for a team that saved him so that he could play in this game, I don't understand why Jeremiah Wooden's thrown the ball 13 times. I don't get it.
Leonard Fournette should have 20 touches right now in this first half, and I think he's got, what, 6? 7?
I think he's up to 7. First and 10 for the Patriots. They looking like they're going to try to push this ball down the field. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. He drops back to pass on first and 10. But had a man. It's a good read. That one actually was a good read. Had Pope streaking open, and he sailed that one real good. So bad, nobody could intercept the ball.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo just not having it tonight. Who's the backup in New England? Because you may want to consider starting him after half.
Now second and 10 for Jimmy G and the New England Patriots. Once again, empty backfield, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He drops back here on second and 10. 3-man rush from the Jaguars. Garoppolo moving all sorts over the place. Finds Pope underneath. And they're going to get on a play where they need to get down the field. They're going to get 3 yards, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
When everybody's running streaks against man coverage and you've got a cover 2 shell over top, that's a hard thing to complete. So instead you go for that dump-off route. I think they probably would have been better just throwing the ball away right away when they saw that.
Just to let you know, to answer the question, the backup in New England is B.J. Pinion. So we'll see if we see him instead of Jimmy Garoppolo. 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. 3 wide receivers, 1 over to the left, 2 over to the right. He drops back to pass on 3rd and 7. Looking. And he finds Williams, who comes all the way across the formation at the 48-yard line. 7 seconds to go. They did take a shot. It took that crossing route to come all the way from the right side. Good protection. Only a 3-man rush, though, sent from the Jacksonville Jaguars. What do you do here with only 7 seconds to go?
Well, I take a shot to Marvin Jones. He is your jump ball receiver. I thought you had a one-on-one coverage there last play. But, yeah, I try to put it up and let Marvin Jones get it here.
First and 10 for Garoppolo and the Patriots. 4 wide receivers. He's going to split White out to the right side, emptying the backfield. 7 seconds left. It's Garoppolo dropping back on 1st and 10. He looks to the out route. I don't know how you didn't see that one coming, though, because that's a staple of the New England offense. The hot route, it wasn't even a hot route. It was just an out route, but the man coverage gets burned, and New England's going to have an opportunity to cut this to a 1-score game before the half. From the 32-yard line, a 49-yard attempt. Stiff wind coming from left to right. Ball is down. The kick is up, and that looks true. It is good. 14-6, your score at the half. Jacksonville will be getting the ball, but a sigh of relief from the Patriots, just able to get some points on the board before halftime.
Yeah, not the worst thing in the world there for New England as they do put some points on the board. They keep it a 1-score game, and now it'll be interesting here. They've got to sell out on Leonard Fournette. They got to try to stick him, create a fumble, create a turnover. You cannot let Leonard Fournette just run the clock out in this game.
Yeah, I really hate Mark in the chat saying signs of life. I don't know about that. They've got to find a way to get to the end zone. We've seen them on the last 2 NBL Live games. No touchdowns, 5 field goals. We got to see New England do something to get into that area at the end of the field. It's not a forbidden area. You can actually touch it. It's not lava. 1st and 10, 2 wide receivers over to the right side, 2 tight ends. It's a toss to Leonard Fournette as Fournette lowers his shoulder. Good tackle there, going low and bringing down Leonard Fournette for no gain on the play. Got to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Well, they at least tried to give Leonard Fournette the ball there, and that's always good as he gets his 8th rush of the game, 9th touch total. Maybe try getting the ball out in the flats. That was working pretty well. Dump the ball off to Fournette, let him get up against a smaller cornerback out there and see what he can do.
2nd and 10 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ball on the 26-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 over to the right, 1 tight end on the right side of that formation. Leonard Fournette in the backfield. Jeremiah Wooden under center. As he drops back, play action pass, rolling to the right side. He's got a lot of room out there to the right, and he's looking deep down the field, but it's an overthrow right to Malcolm Butler, who'll gladly take the gift, and he's going to try to return this one. He's past midfield to the 40. He's got some room on the outside to the 20. Your offense can't find the end zone, but your defense finding a way to do it. Touchdown, Patriots, an overthrow by Jeremiah Wooden, and the defense capitalizes as New England has an opportunity to tie this ball game up. Big play by Malcolm Butler.
Pretty embarrassing effort there as Wooden rolls out to his right and thinks he's going to force the wide receiver up the field, waving him downfield. Instead, he overthrows the ball, and yeah, that's not the play you're looking for there.
Taking the page out of the Bomber playbook there, just going for the field goal there. I know Bomber never likes going for the 2-point conversion in the 3rd quarter. Opportunity to tie it, though. Jacksonville just takes the field goal. They're down 14, or excuse me, New England takes the field goal, down 14-13. Jacksonville getting the ball back. Jeremiah Wooden, real bad today. Jimmy Garoppolo, real bad today. So I think it's just sort of enforcing the points. If you were looking for an upset in the next round from one of these 2 teams, I just wouldn't be holding your breath.
No, you're feeling really good right now if you're if you're going to play one of these teams next round.
Shotgun formation for Jeremiah Wooden. Got to think Leonard Fournette's touching the ball here. Eric Ebron, haven't called his name a whole lot. He's out wide right. They're paying him a lot of money. He doesn't have a whole lot of catches. Handoff to Fournette over the left side. I don't think, are horse collar tackles a thing in this game?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I've ever seen one, actually.
I don't think so. If there was an animation that was, that would have been it. But it's 2 yards on the play. They do give Fournette the ball. Although knowing the logic in the head of the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're going to say he only got 2 yards. Bench him. Don't give him the ball anymore. He didn't get 30. He shouldn't touch it. Shotgun formation for Jeremiah Wooden. 3 wide receivers over to the right side. 1 over the left, Leonard Fournette. To the left of Jeremiah Wooden in the shotgun here. Ball on the 30-yard line, 4:40 and counting. As it's going to be handoff on 2nd and 8. And he only gets a yard on the play. New England really recognizing what Jacksonville's whole offensive plan is, which is hand the ball to Leonard Fournette and then force Jeremiah Wooden to make a play.
Yeah, that is the entire game plan. I'd put about 9 guys down in the box right now and just make Wooden try to beat you, because I'm not thinking that's going to happen tonight.
Well, we got a second here in the third quarter. I want to give a big shout out to our graphic sponsor, web3ks.com. They do that overlay you see here on MBL Live and a ton of other graphics for us. If you or anyone you know needs graphics done for an affordable price, head over to web3ks.com. They are the leaders in affordable graphic design, and a big shout out to all business over at web3ks.com. 3rd and 7. As that throw underneath, it is complete to Allen Robinson. Give him a first down on the play. A quick 3-step drop, easy slant route on the inside, and a first down for the Jaguars.
Yeah, good play design there as the linebacker drops down on that little stick route. It pulls him away from what should have been coverage on that slant. So that opens up the slant, and Allen Robinson comes in with the pass.
1st and 10 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dropping back to pass. Looking deep over the middle. Oh, my Lord. That was the opportunity. It just didn't put his hands up. That's a first down for the Jaguars. As Allen Robinson makes his 2nd catch in a row, that post route should have absolutely been picked off. It was a jump by the safety. Sonny, what do you attribute the lack of interception there?
I would put that as a just a glitch in their minds.
Big ol' whoopsie. 1st and 10 as Timbo found a way to get in the chat and say press Y and got nothing. So, you know, hey, focus. Just stay in the game. Hand up to Leonard Fournette over the left side. Pressing Y won't help you over there with Leonard Fournette shaking off tacklers, getting the first down to the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the play, 11 carries, 69 yards. Shout out to Gronk and a touchdown on the day. He also has a touchdown in the passing game. He has been the Jaguars' offense.
Leonard Fournette doing his best Taylor Swift impression. Do you know what that is?
Shaking it off? Is he shaking it off?
Shaking it off.
Yeah, for a moment, I didn't get it, and then it clicked because I know the entire Taylor Swift discography, as most people know. Yeah, he shook it off. Good one there, Sonny. Well done. 1st and 10. Jacksonville Jaguars. They're in the red zone. Ball on the 16-yard line. Leonard Fournette's going to get the ball over the right side, and he is going to get up near the first down marker. Big hit on Fournette, but he's up to 78 yards. Another 9 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1.
Oh, New England, you have got to start laying the wood on Leonard Fournette. I'm telling you, get aggressive in your tackling and lay the hit stick on Leonard Fournette.
2nd and 1 for the Jaguars. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Jeremiah Wooden under center. He's got Leonard Fournette in the backfield. 2:08 and counting. Robinson coming in motion from the right side. They're going to hand him on the jet sweep. The Sonny Weaver special, and it goes nowhere. So Sonny knows best because the Jaguars just tried to take that one from your playbook. I'm sure you took that from the Steelers playbook. 3rd time's not the charm. The Jaguars got nothing on that play.
Yeah, good play call by New England. Outside contain. They're stopping that play.
Bomber in the chat. What's up, OSU? He's got a question as the handoff to the fullback over the right side. I can only assume this is going to be a question that I regret asking for, but Bomber, throw it up. As they hand it to the fullback, and they get the first down on the play up to the 4-yard line, moving quickly. I already said I heard it! 1st and 10. 2 tight ends for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Leonard Fournette at the top of that I. 1 wide receiver over to the left side. That's Allen Robinson. 1st and goal. It's Leonard Fournette, and Leonard Fournette's going to be taken out of the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to be feeling like if you're New England right here and you can hold them to 3, you're feeling pretty good. You were down big, and here you are. Only trailing by 1, maybe 4 if a field goal goes up here. So you need to get a big stand here and keep this a 1-score game.
Second and goal, I formation once again. 2 wide receivers, 1 to the left, 1 over to the right. Robinson alone to the left, Lee alone to the right. Eric Ebron in at tight end on the right side of that formation. Fournette at the top of the I. Second and goals. We're under the 1 minute mark here in the third quarter. Look at that defensive line move around, just like doing the old shimmy on the line. It's a handoff to Fournette. Nice job by Ellis getting off his block, stopping Leonard Fournette. Now, third and goal. Leonard Fournette has been bottled up twice by the New England defense. Do you ponder throwing the ball at all, Sonny, or do you just hand the ball to your beast and make sure that you don't have a turnover?
Oh, I definitely just run the ball here. Definitely run the ball.
Bomber wants to know, how does it feel to be an NBL Hall of Famer? I got my plaque right here. It's always right beside me because I love it. I absolutely love it. Third and goal. Play action. Fournette didn't get the ball. That looked like it was Fisher trying to throw it. And really just a disaster all over the place. But it wasn't a turnover, and they're going to get their 3 points out of this drive.
Well, that's something. Gotta like that. And
I believe we're going to have a new member as the kick is up, and it is good. Jacksonville extends at 17-13. During that Super Bowl broadcast, folks, which is going to be next Saturday, the 24th, at I believe 10 o'clock Eastern time is the time. We will have, that's when we do all of our announcements for our awards throughout the year. So we'll have our Achievement of Media Excellence Award winner will be announced. We'll also have our NBL Live Game of the Year announced. And then, of course, we will have the announcement for who is in the NBL Owners Hall of Fame. Our next owner in the Hall of Fame, that'll be announced during the Super Bowl broadcast. The finalists, Delvar and Unisolated. So good luck to both of them. We'll have that announcement during the Super Bowl. It's going to be a huge show. You guys won't want to miss it. But there's a lot of playoffs to go, and you're going to see every game right here on the network, twitch.tv/NBL Network. 1st and 10 for the New England Patriots. An opportunity to take the lead on this drive as they're down 4 here. On 1st and 10, it's going to be a counterplay to James White. He's got some room on the outside, spin move, and he's going to get, I think, the first down. I don't know if that spin move actually did anything, but it got him the first down, 10 yards on the play up to the 35-yard line.
Well, it looked cool, and that's the big thing is you got to look cool while you run the ball.
And you know what? I can't deny it. He did look pretty cool. He did look pretty cool with that spin cycle. They're not going to get this playoff. We're going to head to the 4th quarter. Your score, 17-13. Jacksonville on top, New England with the ball. Sonny, do you give the edge to anybody right now, or is it just purely Jacksonville has the edge because they're up by 4 on the scoreboard?
Well, I think Jacksonville's got the edge, but New England, this is a big drive for them. If they can come away with the touchdown, I'd be feeling pretty good about my chances.
Garoppolo comes down under center, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. He's got James White in the backfield here on 1st and 10. It's going to be handoff to James White over to the left side. He'll get up to the 36-yard line. White seemed a little indecisive on that play. Wasn't sure if he wanted to cut it inside, bounce it outside, and sometimes indecisiveness in the running game, Sonny, it can really doom any progress.
Well, and the problem was he got ran down by the backside. This defense is a very quick defense in the front 7, so it's hard to make any sort of running attack here. White's done admirably today, but they're gonna have to win this one through the air.
I got a comment on one of the comments in the chat in just a second as Garoppolo drops back on 2nd and 9, and he has Ward all sorts open and good blocking downfield. He'll get up to the 44-yard line. First down on the play. Garoppolo on a 7th pass gets over 100 yards. Homer, our very own Homer Hankey in the chat says, 2017 Jags looking good for my guess. I don't think New England's going to find 4 points in any way. You see the double safety coming, Sonny?
It's kind of rare, but you never know. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Oh, I assume, as James White gets a couple, give him 6 in the play, I assume all Timbo is doing on this particular drive is just keeping his hands away from that left bumper that boned him in the last game when he inadvertently lateraled the ball as he went into the end zone. I'm going to assume that left hand is nowhere near the bumper on the left side. 2nd and 4 here for the New England Patriots. Ball on the 38-yard line. 3 wide receivers. 2 over to the left side, 1 over to the right. Handoff to James White. He'll get up near the first down marker. Homer says, I said never mind, OSU. I'm sorry, you posted it in the chat, and once it's there forever, folks. The internet, it's forever.
Yeah, the internet never forgives. It never forgets. And unfortunately, Homer, that belongs to the people now.
3rd and inch is now a huge opportunity here. New England needing a first down as we're nearing That 4-minute mark in the game. I formation, 2 wide receivers. Jones out to the left, Ward out to the right. Ward's had a nice game for the New England Patriots. He's going to come in motion from the right side over to the left side, putting 2 wide receivers now over on the left side. Only wide receiver on the right is McIntyre. It's a handoff to the fullback Stevenson, and he will get the first down to the 33-yard line. Hand it to the big fellow, quick handoff, and he got the first down.
And that's a good play there. We saw Jacksonville run that fullback dive earlier in the game, pick up some big yardage for him, so New England goes to it as well. Now, Garoppolo, at some point, we are down here, 33-yard line. They're going to have to push the ball maybe 10, 15 yards downfield. I don't think they're going to run their way down here. Yeah,
I don't think New England, I mean, they may get a field goal on this drive. I don't think that helps them, though, because the way Leonard Fournette's been running, you got to think that if the ball gets back in the hands of Fournette, that he might shut the door. I formation here. Play action pass. He's going to take the shot down the right side looking for Ward, and it's batted away. Interesting choice throwing it to the one with 2 defenders on him instead of the one over to the left. That PA max protect, an interesting play call. Saw the blitz was coming, and it ends up incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
A little confused. You've got Marvin Jones on one-on-one coverage out to the left side. I get it. Jalen Ramsey's over there. But is Jalen Ramsey better than 2 guys covering Ward? I'm not sure about that call.
Only because you announced it. If it was just in chat, it would disappear. Now, everyone saw it, Homer. We all saw it. I actually just only found the Nevermind right there. So, you know, think before you post, folks. 2nd and 10. It's going to be a hand up James White on the draw play. A nice play call. A nice run by James White over to the 26-yard line. This running attack by New England hasn't been very good, but it seems like as we've gotten later in the game, Sonny, it's actually gotten some wheels. 7 yards on the play cuts down to a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and this is a good drive here for New England because it's basically all or nothing here. You've got to score a touchdown, and they've taken a lot of time off the clock in this drive. If you can score here with maybe a minute and a half left, you're feeling pretty good that Jacksonville's not going to drive down the field.
A shotgun formation, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. McIntyre on the right side of that formation, 3rd and 3. It's Garoppolo looking over the middle of the field, and Ward with the catch. He goes for the possession catch at the 4-yard line. Doesn't want any drops, but boy, Sonny, if he catches that ball and keeps running, he is in the end zone, and now New England's going to have to find a way to punch it in from the 4-yard line, something they haven't been able to do all game long. Shotgun formation for Jimmy Garoppolo. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 over to the right. We're under the 3-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. It's a handoff to James White up the middle, and the Jags defense bring him down for only a 1-yard gain. Going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Our defense to run against, we've talked about it all day, especially down here in a very tight area. They're going to have to try something a little bit different here if they won't punch this one in.
Well, they're going to come out in that Wildcat formation. Collins taking the snap. White over on the left side. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line, trying to find anything. It's going to be Collins just taking the direct snap, run over the right side, fighting through tacklers, and does his Leonard Fournette impression as he shakes a man off and gets into the end zone. And the New England Patriots have claimed the lead here, up 19-17. Now looking to put themselves up 3 with 2:23 to go. The extra point. Ball is down, kick is up, and New England a late 3-point lead here at home.
And now we've been talking about it. You've got a lead against a Jacksonville Jaguars team that struggles to throw the ball, though Jacksonville with 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning still remaining. If I'm Jacksonville, I still don't throw the ball. I trust Leonard Fournette to at least get us in field goal range, and I try to take this thing to overtime.
JY says go for 2 and force Jacksonville to get a touchdown, not a field goal. No, because no. This team has, again, last 2 NBL Live games, they have had 5 field goals inside the red zone. That's their first touchdown they've gotten inside the red zone. You don't want to miss on a 2-point conversion and give Jacksonville an opportunity to kick a field goal and get the lead. 2:23 to go. It's going to be a handoff to Leonard Fournette over the right side. There's nobody there, and he shakes off Scroggins and gets up past the 40. He's still going to the 45. Flag down on the play, and it's going to be an illegal block in the back, so back it up 10 yards, and we got the good old 1st and 1.
Yeah, the 1st and 1, a very interesting play here. Now, Jacksonville may get cute and try to take a shot downfield here on 1st and 1. So
1st and 1.
Keep an eye out for that.
Keep that in the soundboard. 1st and uno for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Nope, they're going to hand it off to Leonard Fournette. Patient run over the left side up to the 39-yard line. 1st down on the play. And they're going to try to hurry up and run one more play before the 2-minute warning. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, 2:05 and counting. Pistol formation for Jeremiah Wooden. He's going to drop back to pass on 1st and 10. Blitz coming. It's picked up. Looks over to the right side. Dangerous throw. Malcolm Butler over there. And he somehow somehow finds Lee on the right side. First down, Jaguars, if we've hit the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, very dangerous pass there. That is not a well-advised throw. Although now Leonard Fournette should just run out this last 2 minutes of this game. You're basically going to go to overtime or Leonard Fournette's running this one in. You do not put this ball in the air.
Again, stick with us to the end of the game, folks. We'll have our NBL Live Player of the Game selection here for broadcast 179. As the handoff to Fournette up the middle, he gets 2 yards on the play, 16 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown on the ground, 1 touchdown through the air. He is certainly a candidate for Player of the Game if the Jaguars can pull this one out. 1:44 and counting, no urgency on the side of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No urgency at all. Like I said, give the ball to Leonard Fournette. Let him get to the outside against the cornerback. Try to make a broken tackle or something happen.
2nd and 8 for the Jaguars. 1:31 and counting. It's a handoff to Fournette right up the middle. He shakes off one of their second-level players. That was Scroggins once again. The safety Scroggins has come up to try to tackle Leonard Fournette. He's going to be in his nightmares the number of times he's been absolutely shaken off.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to try to tackle him anymore. I think he's asking somebody else, please, in that front 7, knock this man down because I'm getting tired of having to come up and get knocked down myself.
Yeah, he's like trying to tackle a freight truck. 3rd and inches for the Jaguars. I formation. 2 wide receivers out there, 1 over to the left, 1 over to the right. Now he's going to bring both wide receivers tight to the formation. Showing blitz right up the middle from the New England Patriots. 1:02. It's going to be a handoff to Fournette. He's got the first down up to the 34-yard line. And Jacksonville's going to take a timeout. Interested to see them take a timeout there. Is this them? It looked like for a while the way they've been handling Fournette, they're just playing for overtime. They want to just keep the ball in their own team's hands. With the timeout there, are we going to see Jacksonville go for the win?
If they do, they're stupid. I mean, it's just as likely to be an interception here. So I'm trying to get Leonard Fournette on the edge, but I'm not necessarily throwing the ball here.
1st and 10 for the New England Patriots. Got 2 wide receivers once again, 1 tight end on the right side of that formation. That's Eric Ebron. Robinson now splitting wide to the left, and on first down it's going to be handoff to Leonard Fournette, who actually gets stood up and taken down to the 33-yard line. Only a yard on the play. Clock running. If you're New England, do you ponder taking timeouts?
I think I'm using timeouts here, but Bomber brings up a good point in the chat. Throw it outside to Leonard Fournette, maybe halfback screen, maybe something on the edge, but get him out in space against cornerback. Good things will happen for Leonard Fournette.
Shotgun formation for Wooden. 3 wide receivers over to the left, 1 over to the right. We might be seeing it here as they look like they're manning up on the outside on 2nd and 9. Looks like they are trying to set up a screen, but he has a man open over the middle. It's complete. Lee makes a man miss, and he's going to be taken down inside the 5-yard line to the 3. A couple missed tackles by the Patriots, and Jacksonville's in business, looking to punch this one in.
Wow, what a play there by Wooden. He finds Marquise Lee running unguarded down the middle of the field, and now it's Leonard Fournette time.
You got 1 timeout. You got at least 3 shots if I'm New England. Stack the box. Don't let Fournette get in the end zone. 1st and goal. He's going to get the ball. He's got a little bit of a hole, but a good tackle made on the 2-yard line as they're going to hurry back to the line. 17 seconds and counting. Jacksonville with 1 timeout. Wooden under center. 2 tight ends on the right side of that formation. 2 wide receivers. On second goal, it's a play-action pass, and Wooden gets taken down. They tried to get cute, and they used that last timeout. Oh, boy, I think that might have been a big mistake because now with 8 seconds to go, Sonny, they have to kick the field goal.
You would think so, but you do have enough time for 1 pass. As long as it's not an interception or a sack here, you're okay.
They're coming out.
If you don't see it, throw it away. Throw it away is not a bad play.
Wooden in the pistol, bunch formation, 3 to the left side, 1 over to the right. Is this crazy? Is it? Oh, they get a false start. They get an offsides. It only gets them a yard, so it's not really going to change anything. Oh, the chat absolutely losing their mind. We got Bomber saying, "Oh geez, you moron, pure moron, sack, game over." Decadog, why? Draco, oh no. Fellow Blitz, goodness, nobody agreeing with this play, but Jacksonville, they're going out there once again. Pistol formation, bunch formation, 3 to the right, 1 over to the right side. That's the tight end down on the line. He's going to split a wide receiver all the way to the wide left. That's Allen Robinson. Leonard Fournette in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. He's looking back at the end zone, and he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Lee wide open, all sorts of open, and no situational awareness as he's out of bounds, and Jacksonville will be forced to go for the field goal here with 5 seconds to go. New England, they come out in a base defense. They don't take a timeout. They don't try to ice them. They give them overtime. 2 seconds to go. We're going to have overtime playoff football here on NBL Live.
Yeah, a little surprised there. New England doesn't try to ice the kick or maybe set up for a block. Instead, they let him just kick the easy field goal. Not a big fan of that play.
Well, and New England does know you don't get to take those timeouts to overtime. As the ball is picked up 1 second to go, they're going to have an opportunity. Jacksonville really ran up to make that tackle. They're going to have an opportunity to heave it or just take a knee, but Jacksonville gets all the way down to where they can sniff pay dirt Sonny Weaver, and they can't find a way to get in the end zone. So 1 second to go. Does anybody have the edge here, Sonny? Anybody playing better than the other team?
No, not really. New England's got a shot here. 60 yards isn't unbelievable. I try to isolate Marvin Jones on the outside one-on-one. You're probably going to have some safety help, but I try to get Marvin Jones outside and see what I can do.
Well, they're running the Wildcat, and they're going to hand it off to James White over the left side, try to get something going as the blocking down feels really good. Oh, no, James White!
God.
Oh, my God, James White out of the Wildcat! The Patriots are going to walk it off with 1 second to go! What a finish on NBL Live! Unbelievable! As the New England Patriots come out in the Wildcat, and they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars! This is a formality, just having to kick the extra point, take a knee, the Patriots! Oh, Lord, oh, my Lord, what a finish on NBL Live!
Wow, that is just, that hurts. That hurts. Maybe you should have played Leonard Fournette in that Week 17 game.
Oh, I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette after that game. What has happened? Folks, unbelievable. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable finish. The Jaguars get beat. The Wildcat formation comes out. The Jaguars had no timeouts as Unicelid finds a way to jump in the chat and let everyone know he had no timeouts to change his D. And the Patriots walk it off out of the Wildcat. What a finish. Sonny, again, I watched the game where the Chargers beat the Titans on that last second play. This one takes the cake for me, though, with 1 second to go. Just trying to get to overtime, and the Patriots walk it off out of the Wildcat. What a finish! What a way to start the playoffs here on NBL Live.
Not a bad start for doing every game. You know, if that's what we get to look forward to, then we're going to have a good playoff season.
Well, I was prepared for overtime, but we don't even need that, folks. Playoffs, what a finish on this wild card game. It's time to pick a player of the game for this one, and Sonny here for Broadcast 179. The only name for me that comes to mind from the New England Patriots is James White, who found a way to get to the end zone there on that Wildcat handoff and win the game for the New England Patriots and move them on to the second round.
Yeah, James White is the man tonight, folks. He's not playing for or paying for a drink in New England ever again with that play right there. It'll go down as a legendary play here on NBL Live.
Well, and he's your player of the game here for Broadcast 179, folks. A reminder, you can check out all of our player of the game selections over on our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. All the way back to broadcast number 1. You can check out the archives. You can also apply to be a part of the Madden Bomber League. And Sonny, I got to bring it up one more time because well, the game's over at this point. The Jaguars not moving on, so that decision to sit Leonard Fournette in Week 17 and not try to play with all of your best players for that Week 1 bye in the playoffs, you got to say it came back to bite them in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a miscalculation there by Jaguars, and Leonard Fournette looked good tonight, looked like he probably could have helped Week 17. Instead, Jacksonville's heading to the bench.
Unbelievable finish here on NBL Live. We appreciate everybody tuning in here on the first game here of the playoffs, folks. And a reminder, every game on NBL Live, absolutely unbelievable. I don't think we can beat that, Sonny. I'm not sure that we're going to have a finish like that, but it's going to be up to the teams who play here on NBL Live to beat the heart-stopping finish we had here in the first game.
That was fun.
It was fun. We appreciate everybody tuning in. What an unbelievable game here on NBL Live. A finish I don't think anybody saw coming. A reminder, folks, we have got a couple more games coming up. I'm actually just pulling up the playoff schedule so that I can tell everybody when our next game is. There's no game tomorrow night, but Sunday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, will be the next game here on NBL Live. That's going to be a YouTube exclusive game, youtube.com/Madden Barmer League. It's going to be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Giants. Monday night, Sonny, what a doubleheader we have. Starting off at 7 o'clock, the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. The Saints, a team winning that NFC South with Ross Bonham. The Minnesota Vikings, maybe the best team in the NFC. It's weird to say that as they didn't win their own division, but the way they've played in these last couple of weeks with Jack Gerber, he's been absolutely unbelievable. And then we follow it up, Sonny, with your game, taking on your old foe, Lip and the Pittsburgh Steelers, coming to Tennessee, taking on those Steelers. It's a new division for you, but it's an old rivalry. Two great games on NBL Live.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to it. And get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be fireworks.
It is gonna be fireworks. A lot of fireworks tonight, folks. We appreciate all of you tuning in. Have a wonderful night. Joining us again Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Next game, that's gonna be on youtube.com/Madden Barmer League. Then right back here on Twitch, 7 and 9 o'clock on Monday Eastern Time. We're going to have doubleheader action right here, twitch.tv/NBL Network. For my co-host, Sonny Weaver, I'm OSU. What a finish we have. First game of the NBL playoffs. Your final score, the New England Patriots walk it off, 27-20. Your final score. We'll see you Sunday night, 8 o'clock for more wild card action right here on NBL Live.